Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys watched my video of upgrading the big three on my 66 Mustang, I may have mentioned that I was going to upgrade the starter in a upcoming video. So that's what we're going to do today. I got this new starter here by PA Performance, so we're going to get this installed. Down there I still have the factory starter, so there's nothing wrong with it, but just want to upgrade it because I have some other upgrades associated with this starter here that I need to make some room for. So with that, we already got the negative battery terminal disconnected, so let's go ahead and remove the old starter. So it's fairly easy to actually remove the old starter. There's really only two bolts. There's one right here at the bottom, and then there's one up top. The one up top is a little bit trickier because you have to use a couple of extensions on your socket to get that removed. And then of course you got the wire here that we need to disconnect. Got the old starter out. Then this appears to be been replaced before because it says remanufactured right there. So imagine this has been replaced before. But as you can see what it looks like next to the new one that I'm going to replace. And it's hard to tell in the video, but it's it's like half the weight of the original. So again, it's also physically different. This one has more of an externally regulated module there. So, but it's different because the wiring is going to be slightly different compared to the original one, which this one had one wire right here connected to it, while as this one will actually have two. So PA Performance actually supplied this I believe this is a 10 gauge wire that I went ahead and wrapped in some of the Alex Tech loom that I've been using for all my wires, and went ahead and made some new connections here. So we're going to attach this wire here, which is basically going to be the new trigger wire. So the other end of the wire is actually going to be connected to the right side of the starter solenoid where the original wire was connected to. So this is the original wire that was connected to the starter. So this wire is actually going to move to the battery side of the solenoid that's going to receive constant power. So essentially the smaller wire connected to the starter is now going to be the trigger wire. So there's going to actually be two wires connected to the new starter, whereas the old one only had one. Also went ahead and picked up some new grade 8 bolts because when I took the old one off, I noticed that these two bolts are different. The head size is different too, so I went ahead and picked up some new bolts that now they're the same. So, and it also has a little flange to it, so no need to use a washer in this case. But grade 8. It's helpful here because on the side of the old starter, it actually tells you a minimum size and grade required to use to mount your starter. So this one says minimum grade 5, but I went ahead and got grade 8. It's probably overkill for this, but that's okay. Got the new trigger wire attached, so let's go back under the car and get this installed. right, got it all installed and wired from the underside of the car. So, and I also got the wire ran, as you can see here, and we're going to turn it straight up to get to the starter solenoid. So we're going to make that final connection. But that was pretty easy. Install underneath the car. So now let's go finish it up top. Okay, so we're back up in the engine bay. We need to make the final wiring connections here. Again, this is the old starter cable. So what PA Performance says to do is take this wire that originally went to the starter and move it to the battery side of the solenoid. And then we're going to take the new trigger wire that was supplied with the new starter and put it on the right side of the solenoid. So basically, once the engine starts, the power is going to go straight to the starter, and then once the ignition's on, then this trigger wire will start the starter. So let's go ahead and get this all connected. Well, that's it, guys. Got everything connected. Again, so this is the original wire that was connected to the right side of the starter solenoid. So move that over, put it on the battery side, and then have the new trigger wire connected over here in the original position. So now we got two wires going down to the new starter, and that's it. So really just get it started and see what it does. I'm sure everything will work fine, but probably not going to do that on this video because the next thing I need to do is actually replace this this alternator here, and I mentioned that in a previous video, again on the big 3 upgrades. So after that, I'll go ahead and tidy up all this wire here, but yeah, upcoming video, replace the alternator. But that's it. New starter, new by PA Performance. If you guys found this helpful, hit that like button, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Again, be sure to check that video out to replace that alternator. All right, guys. See ya.